When I tell you I am shaken to my core, I just left a used bookstore, and I went in there for a mystery novel, but also was just going to browse the religious section, because sometimes I like to see if books that are out of print from old cult leaders are there, because it helps to have things in writing when people like my parents told me that things never happened or never existed in my childhood. And I saw a book that I remember my mom reading a lot, Shepherding a Child's Heart by Tedtripp, and I had never looked at it as a kid, so I picked it up, and it is awful. It is so bad. And I was like in the bookstore, like, am I about to throw up? It was like that fight or flight response kicked in. My body got that like heightened like sense of cold, where your blood just kind of drains from you and you're like hyper aware of everything and all the things. And like so much of this book and some other books that I recognize there too, and Tedtripp was not our cult leader, but my mom read his, not even going to say work, his writing. It's like there was a whole, not generation, because it's a niche group. I mean, I choose to believe there are some people that actually love their kids. But God, something in the 90s was fucked. That so many people felt the need to write manuals on how to abuse a child, destroy a child's sense of self-worth, dismantle daily any sense of autonomy that the child has, any sense of worthiness, any sense that they are inherently good and that they deserve to just get to exist and live. One book that I was looking at by lisawelchel, wow, what a cunt. Just an abusive motherfucker. Her book is called, I think, it messed me up. Creative Correction, I think, but published, of course, by Focus on the Family. And she has listed in this book every possible scenario that a child could do something she doesn't like. Like, it's not even just do like something wrong. It's like normal things. Like, oh, I forgot to put this shirt away, or it fell off the hanger, or like shit like that. Like, or it just stuff she's gonna take personal offense to that are very normal, living with people, you gotta be flexible kind of things. But she doesn't see kids as people. She has like a case-by-case scenario for anything a child could possibly do that could be deemed not perfect, and then a very specific, targeted way to discipline them per whatever they're doing. She literally said that when they said words she didn't like, she would spank their tongue. And by that, she meant putting like Tabasco sauce or whatever on their tongue. Which, like, yeah, my mom did that too. A lot of people, I feel like, do that. Call it sassy sauce or whatever. I'm not saying it's right, but the fact that she would need to say spank their tongue, what the hell is wrong with her and people in general? And when I tell you these people writing these books are obsessed with spanking kids, they are so horny for power over someone and subjugating other people. And especially with women in these cults and high demand religious groups that are fundamentalists, that are evangelical, they are supposed to be submitted, godly submission to their husband, who then can, subjugate them and do whatever he wants to them. So the only people they are bigger and stronger than, and that they have power over, and that they can take out all their frustrations on, are their own children. And I think it's so interesting. You see this too with a lot of people, like the Lydia Schatz case, like adopting children from other countries just to destroy them. I think it's interesting, everybody says that a lot of corruption or cults or different things it's money, sex, or power that are what people are after. And I think women specifically, at least in the cults I've been a part of, they want power by hurting kids. And men want power by hurting kids and by hurting women. But women can gain favor with men by hurting kids also. There's so much to unpack. So much to unpack. This is a terrible book. If your parents also read this book, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm proud of you for still being here.